Welcome to the RePsychled podcast, where we discuss everyday issues from a mental health perspective. We are your hosts, Dr. Rashonda Strickland,
Dr. LaFanya Jones-Hines,
and Dr. Nichelle Wall. Now, don't get it twisted. We're not going to be your stereotypical therapist.
What we will be is informative, down to earth, a little spicy, and vulnerable.
All right, interns, turn up your volume, grab your pen and paper. It's supervision time. As a reminder, this podcast is not meant to take the place of a relationship with a licensed mental health professional.
Welcome back to session 77, Lifein with Laughter.
Come on, Lifein. All right.
We're going to get started early.
Yes. Y'all, can y'all tell we got our equipment now?
Yeah.
We so happy. Oh my gosh.
Like, this is just, it's joy. It's the little things.
No, it's the major things.
Partially why we're talking about laughter today, so y'all can actually hear us.
Yeah.
And we feel so good.
Yes.
Yes. So
it's like reunited and it feels so good.
Hey. Okay, so as you can tell, we're talking about laughter today. You know, laughter is good for the soul. And a lot of us, well, not a lot of us, all of us are full of compassion and caring and, you know, things of that nature. But it seems like life tends to get the best of us at times, and we forget that funny bone and we don't nurture it enough. We do very well in our sorrow and nurturing our sorrow, but we don't do well with nurturing our funny bone.
Yeah. So
today, that's what we want to talk about. We want to talk about how laughter is healing. And if we engage in it a lot, as my husband says, it clears your sinuses too.
Yes.
It does.
Plus, we know it's been a rough year. And what we were originally going to talk about, we was like, nah, we ain't going to be able to do that because we ain't going to make it through the session. So, you know, good old Dr. Strickland had some different ideas, so we were able to, you know, bounce back.
I wanted to end the year off, you know, with a bang, you know, since we got a good movie coming up. And we're doing this brought our live at, you know, right before the tail end of the year and the beginning part of next year. You know, let's end on a different note, since the holidays tend to be such a difficult time for people. You know, there's always a lot of stress for various reasons. So, you know, let's have some fun.
Yes. All right. So I got a question. So which comedian have you seen that made you like laugh till you cried, almost peed on yourself a little bit? You know, just yes.
I have two. Older Eddie Murphy and Bernie Mac.
Okay. I would say,
when I say older, I mean like Delirious, Raw, that Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. I would say Richard Pryor.
Oh yeah, he's funny too.
And I don't know if I have a recent one, but I would probably say Kevin Hart, more so from the standpoint of comedic Kevin Hart, not necessarily like his new stuff, like older, because he going a different direction right now.
Okay.
Not Soul Plane old, not that far back though.
Right in the tad bit middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I would have to agree with you with Eddie Murphy, Raw, and then yeah.
Oh Lord, you can't even get it out.
I know my other one is Martin Lawrence. You so crazy.
Martin.
Okay, I take Kevin Hart off. Martin Lawrence.
Oh yeah.
Y'all,
when you said that out, I was like, Kevin Hart. Okay.
Well, because he the only person kind of right now. You know what I'm saying?
Now.
Like,
yeah.
it's not a whole bunch. Tony Baker.
Cat Williams.
Oh my God, yes.
Ooh, Tony Baker. I'm gonna go ahead and say Kev on stage. That whole little crew of people.
Yeah, Patrick Cloud. He's kind of funny to me too.
Yeah.
If we're talking about, so I guess we have to make our distinction then. If we're talking about new versus what we grew up with.
Yeah.
So I would say for me, what we grew up with, like I love Cat Williams, but that freaking Martin, You So Crazy, throw down your wallet, girl. That I used to know You So Crazy line by line. We used to do that joint from the beginning to the end in Driver's Ed.
I'm like, that's where Freakum Dress came from.
Yes.
yes.
But
I forgot about Martin. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so y'all got to tell us.
He's quiet right now. That's
he is. Yeah. Yeah, y'all got to tell us who y'all's favorite comedian is, old and new.
Yeah, because if we go even older, then I think that Red Fox is very funny.
Yes, I love him.
Yeah.
That was the first person who passed away that I struggled with as a kid. Like that was my first realization that we don't live for forever.
Gotcha. Hot take, controversial. Bill Cosby is actually funny.
He is very funny.
Yes, he is. His shows was funny.
It was wholesome.
It was clean.
It was wholesome funny.
Yeah.
But that's why I said hot take.
Don't know what happened to his mind and his body.
Yeah, so if we strictly go through his comedic part and not the man, but yeah, I would say as far as older, like, people that are now either deceased or in their, 70s, 80s, those would be.
Another person, Arnez J.
See, when he was on Comic View, I used to be like, oh God, please. You know who else is Lavelle Crawford?
Yeah, I was surprised you did not say him.
Hold on, I had to think
I make Kool-Aid for my family. Da, 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 da.
Yes. So clearly, guys, y'all can see we love comedy.
Yes.
Because we probably could list out just about every comedian under the sun that we love for various reasons. But, one thing I did probably about 2 months ago, I was at my mom's house and we turned on a comedy special for who was it? Mike Epps of all things. And I've not ever really been like a stand-up Mike Epps fan. Now I've liked him in movies, but it was actually kind of funny. But it was like older though.
I've never seen him stand up. I've seen him in movies and stuff, but I've never seen him stand up.
I think people forget that because they always just think of him as Day Day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all somebody we went to see last week, Adele Gibbons. She's
very funny.
She was funny like from the beginning to the end. I was like, I like her show.
Yeah.
I could go see her again.
Women don't get a lot of recognition when it comes to comedy either.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, who's y'all's favorite women in the industry?
She's a little raunchy, but I would have to say Samoy.
Some more.
There's
and I feel so bad because I do not know what this woman's name is, but she's a British comedian. She's a lesbian British comedian. She wears glasses, dark-skinned lady, really short hair. She's really funny to me. And I've only seen her on clips like that come through on my YouTube or like on my Facebook. So I don't know what her name is, but I think she's hilarious though. If I was able to find her.
Okay.
Trying to think of other women. I do think Samora is funny.
I'm trying to think. Well, of course, I'm going to say, even though she's not like a true comedian, I'm going to have to say Issa Rae.
Yes.
Because she may not do stand up, but that is, she's
I think she's an amusing person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would definitely say her.
Now I would say I like Monique too. I went to see her as well.
Yeah.
And some of her some parts of her show was kind of like, wait, what? Where are we going with this? But then when she got back to her comedy part, she was funny. So she's funny, but I think she probably need to tighten up a little show a little bit.
I would say old school Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, I like Whoopi Goldberg. She's funny.
She is. I think she's an undercover funny. Yeah. People don't realize how hilarious she is, but she really is.
Yeah.
Okay. So comedy.
Yeah.
I like a lot. It is, and I think that that's a very easy bridge into the idea of laughter. That you can have a person that talks about a shared lived experience, because most comedians talk about shared experiences.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all.
What? Oh Lord,
I had stuff fly through my brain.
Oh,
Regina Hall popped up in my head, and then I was remembering scenes. I'm sorry.
I think that it's a good thing that we can have shared experiences and be able to laugh at those, because life is filled with a lot of pain, a lot of despair, a lot of frustration, and being able to kind of have other people around you where you can all enjoy and laugh at. It's something about, it kind of really brings you together.
Yeah. I think that's even though a lot of people have recently been saying that, they don't want to celebrate Thanksgiving or Christmas and things of that nature for whatever reasons, I think the gathering of family, and having, like you said, that laughter with each other and things like that, bringing together, memories and stuff like that. I think that's what keeps us from stopping completely to celebrate Thanksgiving and Christmas and stuff, because that was a time you knew you was going to, everybody knows that you're going to get with family during those times.
Definitely.
Agreed. Man. So we got a progression on the idea of laughter. Where it started, what it is, how it helps, and who even knew that there was different types of laughter.
And humor. Because those are different things.
School us.
Okay, here's Psych 101. Y'all ain't heard that in a while.
So scientists initially say that laughter was a form of bonding, and it was a way to alleviate the stress and pain and different things that people were going through back in the day when we still had tribes and things like that. That was the sign that everything was going to be okay. And so humans, of course, are the only mammals who don't need to be touched in order to laugh. We can some can be funny. Somebody tripped, we laughing. Or something like that. And so as we have evolved, now it's more so a social interaction. It's not just about bonding, even though bonding is a huge catalyst for it. It's a way that we communicate. It's a communication signal. It's an external signal that everything is okay. We are all right. Yeah. And I think we don't understand that as much when we're in the midst of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because and I can say this because I just went to a funeral. So we can go to a funeral and have the repast, and you will watch everybody, look at everybody, and they're laughing. They're not necessarily weeping or mourning in that moment. Or not visually. But you're watching everybody and they're laughing and things like that, and so it kind of soothes that sense of grief at that moment.
Absolutely. It's we haven't talked about the medical part of kind of where laughter is, but just kind of diving into that initially about mirror neurons. And if we've ever talked about spectrum, we may have mentioned mirror neurons before, but that's what our signal is to mimic and match what's going on around us. So when your face looks a certain way, those neurons fire to tell me to do the same thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's what helps kind of solidify that bonding, like you were talking about, breaking down barriers, breaking down difficult, whatever we're going through at the moment, because it's, that's okay in this moment for me to do. And we just kind of automatically, monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah. And that's how babies get their cues. If you've ever tried to play with a baby that is not familiar with you, and you go toward them and you're laughing and you're smiling, and they start kicking their little legs and arms, smiling and laughing, and they don't mind playing with you. Yeah. But if you go to them with, tears or frown or whatever, they start crying because they don't want to be near you because they can feel your energy.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Our eyes are, like they say, the window to the soul, and being able to take the cues that you're seeing from another person and see okay, so this is a safe, this is a I don't want to say low energy because it's not really what I mean. It's high energy, but what I mean by like, it's not an electrified moment. Like it's not charged, that I can let my defenses down. It lets us know that we can fit in. I mean, there's so many ways that a smile can disarm another person. That, I think this is what makes it difficult for people that have RBF.
Yes.
Because it's like, and why people always are telling you, well, would you smile more?
Because I don't
why
want
don't you
to.
smile more? Are you okay? Because we've associated smiling and laughter with easiness, with approachability, with, welcomeness, all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And it's not always correlating that way.
And even if you think about it, the class clown, they always had a lot of friends. And even though they may have been using them to make them fun, to make them laugh, they still had a lot of friends. They were usually popular, things of that. And if you want to say that word, I don't know if that even exists now, but still.
Probably in some ways.
Yeah. Now, I think something that the interns will find interesting is like how we laugh. Because, we just be like, oh, it's funny. Giggle. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't really register like what goes on. So in the research that I found, it talked about, multiple parts of the body, multiple regions in the brain, actually go into us being able to laugh. So I'm just going to give the shortened version because we're not going to do a whole neurological thing. That's not me. That's Dr. Strickland. So the first part that it talks about is the frontal lobe. And so that is the part of your brain where you're interpreting your information and, you're sifting through the things. Now, what I will say is, yes, laughter is universal, but humor is going to depend on your culture. So it's not going to be across the board. So whatever you are interpreting in your frontal lobe is going to be specific to you. So that's an important thing. And so from there, it's going to trigger your emotional response in your limbic system. And so your limbic system controls your feelings. These are very general.
It's your lizard brain.
Yes. Very. And so from there, that's going to stimulate your motor cortex. And that's how you move your body. It don't just say, hey, I want to move one day. It's all connected to everything.
And so I'm going to throw one in
before
you go further. So it also allows you to intake like oxygen and air. And it allows your heart to be stimulated and your lungs and your muscles to contract. And it increases your endorphins to be released from your brain.
Oh, yeah.
So I didn't want you to go down too far.
No, I mean that's
the body. You mean?
Yes.
No,
gotcha.
You was right on time because the next part is physical response. And so that's how your laughter comes out. Like, is it a giggle? Is it a full belly laugh? Like it's whatever your response to that is. But what ends up happening internally is there's a contraction in your rib cage, is pushing out the air to make the noise. So it's a very complicated process. It's not as easy as we think it is, but it feels easy. Now, when you laugh too hard, that's why your abs be hurting.
You might have water coming down your leg.
Okay.
Recycled water.
I like that. I definitely think that I agree with you that people think that laughing is just like you just laugh, but there's so many complex pieces that go into what we find funny, the level at which we find it funny, how loud we laugh, how long we laugh, how hard we laugh. If we actually laugh, if it's a laugh versus a smile, like you said, versus a giggle or a smirk, there's so many. And even if it's the same situation, because sometimes you hear, let's say we're watching a comedy special, the first time I watch it versus the 100th time I watched it, I may not necessarily have the same level as I did day one.
Yeah.
Right.
Very true.
Habituation.
Right.
And for those that don't know what habituation means, basically you get tired of the same thing over and over and over. So this is like when you're doing, let's say you're doing peekaboo with a baby. The first few times you do it with them, they're going to be like, this is phenomenal. What is going on here? And then after you've done it 40 times, they're like, okay,
yeah, you got to switch it up.
You done yet? So, the more you experience something, the less it has an effect over time.
Definitely. Speaking of effects.
Look at these segues.
We do want to make sure that y'all understand, like, it's multi-layered. And so you have a neurological effect, you have your physical effects, you have relational. And so with that being said, some of the neurological effects that you normally associate with laughter being a form of medicine is it's a change in the circulating endorphins, which is what Dr. Jones-Hines said earlier. Things are getting switched out. Different endorphins do different things. The combinations do different things. Laughter is definitely one that helps. Lowers adrenaline levels, because ain't nobody got time to be running for our lives all the time internally. And then also over time, this is a long-term one, it also lowers your cortisol levels, which that helps with that belly fat.
Girl, I need somebody to make me laugh all day, every day.
Yes.
That belly fat can go.
Okay.
Can't it?
Yeah,
Man.
that cortisol stuff will kill you.
Easily. Man. The next area is your physical effects. So you tend to be more relaxed, less stress. You end up having this like pleasant, buzzy type of feeling after everything. Like your body's kind of like humming. I can't explain it any other way. And another thing that Dr. Jones-Hines said was, you inhale more oxygen, so that's going to oxygenate your body more. It's going to oxygenate your brain, your blood. Like everything is just getting an extra burst because we really don't breathe properly and get enough in. We just be over here at 30, 40, 50%. She's doing weird noises.
I'm trying to give y'all a little bit of, what we're talking about. She said deep breathing. So it's like, inhale and exhale. I have those.
We're going to be asleep in a minute.
Those meditation videos. Gosh. Just sit back and watch and relax your mind.
No, ma'am.
Take a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3.
They're gonna be like, y'all trying to make me laugh or sleep or both?
Hey, well, sometimes after you've had a good laugh,
you do sleep good.
Man, you gotta lay down because it's like I'm sweating. The tears running down my face, all kind of stuff. My face done got all red and blush.
That whole workout, full body.
Yes, laughter is definitely a full body experience.
Can y'all think of any other physical effects
of laughter? Physical effects.
Well, it can act as a painkiller.
That is true.
Ooh, yes. Absolutely. It's funny you say that because I was talking about that with somebody probably maybe 2-3 weeks ago that has chronic pain. And that was one of the things that we talked about. Have you incorporated laughter and fun into your day? You have chronic pain, so we know that you're not going to get rid of it, which is unfortunate, but your life is still going on. So how are you still getting into life other than simply just focusing on a pain that is not going to get relief in the near future?
Yeah, I think that's really important for people who suffer from severe pain. If you are one of those people, like, you already know if you suffer from, like, I'm going to say fibromyalgia or something like that, that pain is going to be, depending on what kind, that pain is going to be forever. So you want to continue to enjoy your life. And that's a way to enjoy your life. Continue to enjoy fun, continue to enjoy laughter and things of that nature, because if not, you're going to sit and wallow in your sorrow
and make it worse.
Yeah.
Something that I think might be an aside. I don't know if it's in the research. I was just thinking about, when you're having lay sexy time, can be awkward sometimes. And being able to laugh at the awkwardness of the sexy time can lower and relieve some of that pressure as well, and help you kind of reignite and get back into the moment versus what a lot of people tend to do is become put a lot of extra pressure on themselves, and then that, takes that into a whole nother area.
Yeah.
But if you can laugh and engage in the moment, it can keep you focused.
Yeah.
Yeah. It breaks the tension. It's okay to be goofy and all that stuff. We're not going to have a full sexy time talk right now. That's coming up, but not today.
I know.
I do think that's a good one, though.
It boosts your immune system.
Yeah. You got to look at it as when you are depressed or when you have these adverse emotions, they are going to war against your immune system. It brings it down. And this is one of those that brings it up.
Absolutely. It's so much going on in the world right now, and we could all use some extra support. At Balance Beacon, we offer counseling services for individuals, couples, families, and groups. If you're in Texas, give us a call at 214-396-6503 or visit our website at www.balancebeacon.com for more information. So, what do y'all think laughter does for friendships?
Well, it definitely bonds you. You're sharing in something like-minded. You're being goofy. You're letting your guard down. You can't be uptight laughing. It ain't gonna work out well.
True.
Yeah.
Unless people are making fun of your laugh. Because some people have very interesting...
Yes, they have funny laughs.
They do. 'Cause, oh man, I knew this person that used to laugh almost kind of like a hyuk. And it actually did the opposite. It almost makes you not want to make that person laugh because you know that it's going to be like. That too.
Yeah.
Yes. Or people that laugh and like hit you or like, that are really violent with
That's when you just mush them and let them fall on the floor.
Like,
oh my God.
Don't touch me.
Yes.
Because now you were laughing together and now I'm sitting over there like stone face. Like it ain't even funny no more.
Yeah. That is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
I think you said bond, right? I also think it allows friends to see that they have something in common because they can laugh at the same thing.
Yeah, not feel alone. Yeah, and I also think that what it can do for friendship is it can also expose you to different things. Because I was just thinking about what you were saying about culture and that the types of things that we find funny are often built upon the culture that we're brought into. So if I'm friends with somebody that's outside of my culture and they expose me to things that I've never seen before, that gives me an opportunity to find joy in something that I would have never, kind of thought about. Yeah.
I have an example of that. That's just like how, and you're going to know it exactly when I say it, how most, if not all, African Americans think that coming to America is bone.
I know exactly.
Funny.
Yes.
But others may not.
I know what and who she's talking about. That's an inside joke.
Yes.
Some of the people that know us that are listening will know who she's talking about too.
Sorry. I just had, it was a good example.
Yeah.
But that is true. Yeah. On how it is really about how your culture and who you come up with and the types of things that you find funny can really shape.
Yeah. You might not have a frame of reference.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I agree.
Interesting. Yep. Some studies do say that laughter is like 30 times more likely to happen when you are engaged with people around you. Like they laugh and you probably gonna laugh. Like it's sometimes don't even look at me because I feel tickled. Like, I'm trying to keep my face together. I'm trying not to laugh. It's like, keep your eyes over there.
Yeah.
You know, so I could definitely agree with that one.
Sometimes people have those contagious laughs too. You don't even have to know what they are laughing at, and they start laughing. You hear them. It's like, what we laughing at?
That is so true.
Mm-hmm.
You know, well, then that goes back again to our eyes. Our eyes tell me when I'm looking at you that, oh, wait a minute, hold on, I should be doing that too. I don't know why I should be doing that, but my brain tells me that looks good and I want to do it too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But because there are times, even I've noticed it myself, there's something that I probably would have laughed at around other people. When I'm by myself, I don't laugh.
That's interesting.
I
mean, I agree with you.
You know, like if I watch a certain kind of, like if I was to watch like Life or Coming to America, if I'm sitting by myself, I probably won't laugh, but I'll smile at the parts that I find funny, but I probably won't laugh. But the second I get around other people,
it comes out.
Yeah, it comes out because now it's like something about it becomes...
Well, you have to share it.
Right.
You can't just be dialoguing with yourself.
Right.
Monologuing, rather, because that's, you know, English. So, I mean, that makes sense, actually.
Yeah. But I never thought of it like that, though. That's interesting. I'm just thinking, but I think you so crazy. I still was like, first of all, I don't even know how I was able to watch that because I was in high school, but I did.
There's lots of things that we probably watched that our parents in hindsight are like,
yeah, stuff was more lax back then, so that makes sense. So, how do y'all feel about different types of humor, different types of laughter? Like, is that something that y'all thought about before we, you know, researched this topic?
So yes, because I think as I've gotten older, I've been trying to really kind of figure out what types of things that I find amusing. You know, there's dark comedy, satire, slapstick, you know, your kind of traditional stand-up type stuff, rom-com, you know. And I know that I'm not a rom-com person.
Yeah,
I'm not a rom-com
I have to save my rom-com movies for her to be like, come go to the movies with me for the good ones.
I like rom-com.
Yes, I know, but I can't. I have to, like, Girls Trip. I was like, oh God, please let her go. Please let her go. And she went with me.
Yes. Now, there are certain ones that I will definitely be okay with. Now, stuff like Hallmark is just a little bit too much for me. Now, Girls Trip, because it has an element of raunch to it, you know, and I love raunchy comedy. So that was perfectly okay for me. But I think it was the best of, yes. Hint, hint, the movie for January, Girls Trip. So go ahead and refresh yourself if you haven't seen it in a couple years. But I think it had a lot of both or multiple types of elements. Yeah. Because I like Bridesmaids. You know, it's still a rom-com, but it has a lot of like male-based humor in it. Or the type of humor is very cool girl or cool person type humor.
Another female comedian that I like is the lady that was in there that had to do the thing in the sink or something.
Oh,
I can't remember her name though.
I don't know what her name is, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
While you're talking, I'm gonna look her up.
I see her, but I can't think of her name to save my life. So yeah, I definitely have been thinking about what types of comedy. I know I like dark humor, and satire. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a huge rom-com. I'm also a fan of dry humor.
Yeah, sarcasm is a language.
So yeah, at least I know I have recently.
Melissa McCarthy.
Oh yeah,
yep, she's funny.
Yeah. I think my style, my taste has stayed the same. I believe. It's always been the raunchy. I don't know why. I guess it's because it's different from my life. But
you're nasty.
I do. I like that. I like it. And yeah.
I'm not a huge slapstick person. You know, I'm not a huge fan of like the Three Stooges, like that type of comedy. Now I think this family is phenomenal and they have done wonderful things. But the Wayans, like I have a very short, I feel like fuse is completely the wrong word, but like my tolerance level is short.
Yeah, they're more traditional. Well, as far as traditional Black comedians go, they are a more traditional comedic family.
I'm gonna tell y'all somebody I never could get into. I Love Lucy.
Oh, Lucille Ball.
Yeah, she was just too silly for me. Like I just didn't like I don't like that. Like you just too
over
silly.
the top.
Yeah.
That's slapstick.
Yeah, that's why I say I'm not a huge slapstick comedy type of person, and that's why I say I have a short, kind of line with the Wayans family. I can take certain parts. Like I really liked certain skits from In Living Color.
Yeah.
Or certain characters from In Living Color. And then like as far as their movies, like I love
White Chicks.
I love White Chicks. Love White Chicks.
I know.
And I love Scary Movie 2.
The one with my strong hand.
Ooh, hold on. I'm gonna get it together. Hold on. Yes. Scary Movie 2 specifically. But like Scary Movie 1, I wasn't really a huge fan of that one. But the second one, boy,
I can definitely understand.
I could watch that joint back to back to back. But I also was not a fan of their show, the Wayans brothers. See what I'm saying? Like, so I have a very like, but I think knowing what types of comedy you like can also help with when I know I need to laugh, I know what to go to.
What to go get.
Yeah. Versus I'm a jack of all trades of humor and you just kind of throwing yourself at like, I don't know what I find funny.
Yeah.
Another thing that I like when I know I really is Big Bang Theory. I freaking love Sheldon.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Sarcasm.
Yeah, that's good sarcastic humor.
Well,
dry humor.
I'm gonna list all of these because we talking about them. And if there's any that y'all need me to refresh anybody on, just let me know. So we have Physical and Slapstick, which we talked about, and that has a lot of physicality in it. It's a lot of
Jim Carrey.
Like they gonna be touching a bunch of stuff, knocking, falling, like all the things. Okay.
I do like Jim Carrey though. I love freaking Ace Ventura.
Well, yeah, I do like him,
and I love freaking Liar Liar. Oh, that was my joint, man.
Yeah, I love Ace Ventura though.
Ace Ventura.
Man, I love the one when nature calls and he gets shot in the neck with that dart.
Yes.
Maybe I like slapstick more than I thought I did.
But it has to be a specific type.
Okay, because Will Ferrell.
Oh,
when
that little baby Jesus prayer.
Every time I think of Will Ferrell, all I think about is that song, that 70s song that he got. I can't even think of the words right now, but it's in my spirit. Yes, I like him too.
Okay, so slapstick, physical.
Yes. So the next one is self-deprecating. Now, I like a little of this. It can't be your whole thing. And it also can't be other deprecating. Like I don't like
roasting.
It gets on my nerves.
What did you say?
Roasting.
Oh yeah.
It's not my thing.
Now I used to when I was younger because I could probably take it more and give it more. But now I don't really care to give it. So it's like, I don't want to hear it.
I don't like people to be embarrassed. I get secondhand embarrassment for them. So it's hard for me to enjoy it. Yeah. Like someone who I don't like to hear their set is what's that man name? Lord, it just flew right on out. He's a radio.
D.L. Hughley.
D.L. Hughley.
Yeah, he does have a lot.
And that is his. Like, he gonna call you out. He's not gonna necessarily self-deprecate himself. It's gonna be other deprecating. Okay. The next one is surreal. So let me pull my notes up on that one.
Like surreal. I don't know if
I don't know about that one. Or at least not off the top of my head.
Psych 101, us, Dr. Wall.
Yes.
So it's a style of humor that can be pretty weird. It has a lot of illogical things, absurd situations or nonsensical things. You just plain silly. I think.
See, I thought that would be Lucy.
No, she's more. Well, she's probably a combo of both surreal and slapstick. So, like Monty Python is like there's just these
surreal.
situations don't go together at all.
Mr. Bean,
yes, I don't like
things
that.
like Austin Powers. Okay,
Dream sequences.
Gotcha. Okay.
I've never been an Austin Power fan either, but I've never seen the movies either.
Yeah, I have.
My favorite part is mole, 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 mole.
He was like, more.
Because sometimes stuff like that do come over you and you're just like, I can't turn away. Mm-hmm. You got it on your face. Like, so there are parts of that I do like.
I've never heard that. Surreal. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Say it one more time.
Surreal.
Okay.
The next one is improvisational. Now this one, I could throw it in the trash. I don't really care for it. Maybe it's because I have been a dancer majority of my life, and when you have to do like those type of things where you have pick something and then do it, I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm not a huge improv fan.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a huge one.
I think I'm trying to think.
Wayne Brady used to do improv.
Wayne Brady. Now the man is talented, but it's just not my thing.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm. Okay, I didn't even think about improv.
I didn't either. I was like, yeah, okay. I had to pull that back from the
archives.
Yeah, I had to pull it back from the archives. I'm like, wait, okay.
Now this next one is definitely right up my alley. It's wit and wordplay. Y'all know I be saying all kind of crazy stuff sometimes.
I do love me a clever person. You be like, where you pull that from?
Right.
Okay.
So that's gonna have your puns. That's gonna have dad jokes, all that kind of stuff, you know.
Oh, she's opening the door.
So that's I like that a lot. The next one is topical. And that's going to be based on current events, things like that. Like you see a lot of people like, especially Black comedians. I see this a lot. Trevor Noah.
Okay.
Great example of that. Old boy that just got in trouble on his
Dave
Netflix.
Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle. So people that take the topics, the different things that are going on, a show that embodies that is Saturday Night Live. They always are taking things that are going on.
Jamie Foxx does it sometimes too.
He does. He do a lot of slapstick too.
He does.
But he is a
physical.
The next one,
and he does improv too, because he does the Prince impersonation at times.
Yes,
too. But now I don't know if that's a part of his show, but you know,
he's an improv that I can get down with him because he improvs a lot.
Yeah.
The next one is observational. So this is probably my normal way that I get through life is because I poke fun at everyday life things that are going on.
Okay.
So
okay,
that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The next one is bodily. And so this is going to be like the old school toilet jokes and like things that are happening with your body and that sort of thing.
Fart jokes, things like that.
Yeah, that ain't really mine. But this is popular with men.
And young boys.
And teenagers.
Yeah, that's not my type of humor.
Yeah.
No me gusta. And then the one that I think we all can relate to is dark humor. It tends to have a lot of dark theme things, depressing underlying things, but throw something comical in there. I know that Dr. Jones-Hine, Dr. Strickland, my mama, my bestie, they was so sick of me making fun of myself with this breast cancer thing. They would just look at me like, if you say something else, I'm going to mush you in your face.
Like, please stop. This is a serious moment here.
Yes.
It's not.
I'm trying to cry. And
I
you're
know.
trying to make
I'm
me
about to tear
laugh.
up.
I'm like, come on now.
But yeah, that is one. I think I developed mine because I used to be a CPS caseworker. And so you really don't have no choice. But
when you work in the helping professions, you develop a sense of dark humor.
Yep.
You definitely do. And the last one, which is not necessarily one that you want to have, is an inappropriate form of humor. And this is typically a sign that something is going on amiss in your cognitive functioning. So that could be dementia. It could be that you have a personality disorder, like things of that nature. So when I say inappropriate, I'm not talking about like bodily. Most people would think bodily is inappropriate. I'm meaning like literally cognitively inappropriate.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Wow.
Thank you for that list.
I know. Because it helped me to realize which ones I do and don't.
Because I was like, oh, no slapstick here. Not a lot of it. I can handle it in small doses, but, I don't want to watch a whole series of slapstick.
No, I ain't going to be able to do it.
I'm like, you can only fall down the stairs so many times, and that's funny.
Yeah, it looks painful. So, now the other part of that is the types of laughter. And so there are quite a few of those as well.
Let's break it down.
And so the first one is one that's technically not really funny at all. It's the etiquette laughter. And so it's the one where, like, say, and not that I would do this with them, but they are my bosses. Say you're like leaving a job and you're just trying to go. You're like, I'm over these people. I don't want to. And then they in the elevator with you. You're like, well, how do you da-da-da-da? Yeah, like etiquette laughter. So, you're trying to rub elbows with people and not be offensive or standoffish or whatever. So you just laugh at their horrible jokes or whatever they're saying.
People do that on dates all the time. So I hear.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's the worst when somebody goes.
You talking about awkward.
That was okay. So you didn't find that funny at all.
No,
that did not land.
So the next one is contagious laughter, which is one of my favorite. It's like it just goes everywhere. Kind of like when babies be laughing and you just like, oh, look at that.
I know. Now, that is definitely something that if I'm by myself will make me laugh.
Yes.
I can watch like babies laughing on YouTube or Facebook, and it's just like, it's like nature has designed them to like make your brain say, like this little thing.
It's from a nice, healthy place.
It is. And because they just, you talk about pure. Like there ain't nothing behind that but pure joy.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man,
it is.
Where's that in my life?
Yeah. You don't typically see a lot of contagious laughter as you get older. Now, what I will say is I know my mom probably wanted to kick me and my bestie Trish out when we were growing up because there would be moments where we just couldn't even get off the floor. We was laughing so hard. She's like, y'all are just stupid.
Well, Trish is your best friend. She's a comedian. She needs to be on improv.
She really do. But she got stage fright.
Oh.
So
Love Trish.
She can dance.
That's so funny.
She can do all things. And she'd be like, no.
She is hilarious.
Okay, contagious.
The next one is nervous laughter.
Oh.
And I think we've all been guilty of that.
Yep. Yeah.
You be like, yeah.
Yeah, especially when somebody says something inappropriate and you like, okay.
You be like, oh man. Whew.
Yeah.
And it's a nervous habit. The way you deal with uncomfortable situations it's laughter, some type of tick or some type of movement.
Yeah.
You got to get it out. Like nervousness don't normally do well if it stay on the inside.
Right.
Yeah. Agreed.
The next one is belly laughter, and that's self-explanatory.
I love that laugh.
Man, that's the one that had your tears rolling out.
Yes.
Sweating. Throat get gurgly.
Can't breathe.
Asthma attack.
Or the one where you be like, you can, it come out real wheezy.
Yeah.
Or not at all.
Exactly. And this goes back to what Dr. Jones-Hines was saying. Like, if you can do 10 minutes of that a day, it's like a general anesthetic. Like, it really does some good things to the body.
Yeah.
Don't need no pain medicine. I mean, you still probably gonna need some pain medicine, but you get what I'm saying.
Yes.
The next one is the silent laughter, where you be giggling so hard, but no sound is coming out.
Which we had video.
I know.
Let's see, I'm about to pull my mic off. Yes. Oh, now that's the one. The silent. Because that's really when your lungs really be like, they just shrink up.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, wow.
You got to run away for a second so you don't be in the funny situation no more. so you can breathe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The next one is stress relieving laughter. So that happens, stuff, life is hard. And sometimes you got to laugh to keep from crying. So you just be like laughing. You know it ain't funny, but you just like, I need to get something out. So
gotcha.
You be crying and laughing at the same time.
Mm-hmm. I don't like that one.
You know, no me gusta.
Mm-mm.
Okay. The next one is pigeon laughter. Now, I didn't know what this was, but it says, I'm just going to read it verbatim. Say you're out for a walk with a friend when something falls from the sky. Pigeon droppings. You're splattered, but your friend is untouched. This event is anything but funny to you, yet your friend can't stop laughing. That's pigeon laughter. So it's like
you laughing at somebody, but they not laughing.
Y'all, this actually happened. I was at a funeral, not this last one I was in. I was at another funeral, and they released Dove, and it pooped on somebody twice. Yo, I had to get away because I was like, oh God, I don't want to laugh at her in the face. So I had to go because I could not. I wasn't gonna be able to keep it in.
So. It's further than that. Okay. So they use that example to say that it's not exactly that, but it's the way you laugh in those situations. So while keeping your lips closed and the that is the part that is the pigeon laughing, because you're trying to keep everything inside, so it kind of makes the humming sound that pigeons make. So it's that part of it.
I did that recently.
Yeah.
I was really trying to keep that. I was trying to hold it bad. Like to the point to like, I was like, I was like, please.
Yo, I feel like I do that every week. Every week that I see somebody. And because she is hilarious, and I try my best not to laugh in the sessions, but she just be making jokes and stuff. It don't be serious stuff, but it be jokes and stuff. I be like, oh, I'm not supposed to laugh at you. Stop it.
Oh yeah, I got one like that. I be like, and I say it. I'll be like, hold it.
Yes,
hold it. Got it.
But that one, when I have that type of laughter, it tickles my whole body. Like it's a full body experience, because me holding something in is just,
because it gets funnier the longer you hold it in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like where it may have not have been really that funny had you actually laughed, but the more you hold it, your body's like, oh yeah, this is hilarious.
Exactly. Yes. The next one is snorting laughter.
Oh, I've done that plenty of times. Them are good too, though.
Now, have you ever like shot something out your nose though?
No, I've never done that.
No,
me either.
No.
Now I've had something go up a little bit and burn, but it didn't.
Now I've had that and I've coughed, but not like it came out of my nose kind of thing. Yeah, no.
Okay. The next one is canned laughter. And canned laughter is real laughter, of course, but it just happens to be laughter taken completely out of context and placed into something else. So like what I did a minute ago, like I'm having a whole laugh situation, but it has nothing to do with what we are dealing with.
Okay.
Gotcha. My husband did that one time in a movie theater.
What?
This is when we were dating. We went to go see the movie District 9. This movie is silent. Ain't nobody making no noise. So one of the little alien creatures like blew up and blew up and like splattered everywhere. And my husband went, sorry guys, she'll have to turn that down in the headphones. And I was like, at the time he was just my boyfriend, and I was like, blankety blank, are you serious? And he was like, he thought everybody else was gonna laugh. He said he was so embarrassed because he was like, he said after he realized he did it, and then nobody else was laughing.
Oh my God.
I was like, dude, that wasn't funny. Like
at all.
He was like, but he turned into ketchup.
What in the world is going on?
I was like, dude, what? That scene wasn't funny. Like it was like shooting and like it was like a fight scene. And I was like, I was like, oh Lord. So when you think of canned laughter, it doesn't fit the context of what's happening. That was the first thing that popped in my head.
So there's a part to that. So that's one version of canned laughter. Y'all let me finish. No, you fine. So that's one version of canned laughter. The other version is to actually make a laugh track, like a sound bite. So you can use it in like studio audiences or things like that. So it's twofold or two different parts. Oh, okay. Lord. And then the other one, the last one, is cruel laughter.
That's laughing at somebody, not with.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
I don't like that one.
It's the villains. They just be coming for you. Like, oh, you thought that was funny, sir? Okay. I see what you did.
Dang. I like to get most of those. Get a good, good belly laugh. A good pigeon laugh.
So I have a question for y'all. How do you express laughter in text message?
Me? Oh. If I'm really laughing, or if I'm just like,
for real, like a for real laugh.
The emoji that has the crying, but his head is turned to the side, that one. You know which one I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, not the straight up crying emoji, the to the side crying emoji.
Okay.
And I'll do the emojis, and then I'll probably say, I am really LOLing, like I cannot stop laughing. I cannot stop, like I'll, be redundant in what I'm saying.
Or I'll send a GIF or GIF, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll send one of those.
I send one of those. I'm trying to think what else I do. I normally send a GIF, whichever way. And I'll just say something wrong with you. If I say LOL, I just smiled. I know that's weird.
Or if I actually take the time out to write ha 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 ha, I probably did laugh.
Yeah, when I do the
I probably did laugh. But LOL is most likely just a smile.
And sometimes, it depending on the person, I'll call you and laugh in your ear.
Yes.
Yeah. Or LMAO, I probably chuckled.
Yeah.
I probably didn't have a full belly laugh. I probably chuckled. But if I do the side dude with the crying emoji, most likely I did laugh. Okay. So
I'm ready to hear some jokes.
I was like, I was just about to say, can I tell y'all some jokes?
Yes.
What kind of jokes you about to tell us?
I'm going to tell y'all some dad jokes.
Oh, Lord.
Because I was reading through some of these and they had me rolling. Okay. So I'm going to give y'all 3 of them. So first one, where do you learn to make a banana split?
Where do you learn to make a banana split? I don't got nothing.
Me neither.
Sunday school.
Oh, Lord. Why?
Really?
Why? Well, I'm going to say this one. I said this one to them earlier, but I have to get it to you guys. I thought it was so funny. What did baby corn say to mama corn? Where's popcorn?
I'm not doing this for her today. I'm not.
Okay. All right, y'all. I'm going to give you one more and then we're going to get the bonus one. Let's see. Where's another one? Why don't eggs tell each other jokes?
Why don't eggs tell each other jokes? Because they be all cracked up?
Dang, she got it. And just because it's the holidays, we got to have a good Christmassy themed one. What do you call a poor Santa Claus? Saint Nicholas. Oh man. So we hope you guys got a good laugh with us. Like I said, we needed this and we wanted to begin the end of the year on a lighter note. And as always, we end off with a quote. This one will be brought to you by Dr. Jones Hines.
And this quote does not have a author. So this quote is, laughter is like a windshield wiper. It doesn't stop the rain, but allow us to keep going.
Must be this volume control.
So, okay, interns, process your notes, Be sure to catch us next session and find us on all major platforms at the RePsychled Podcast.
If you're a new intern, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share.
Thanks for listening. And remember, we are shifting and reshaping our psyche through healing conversations and connections, one discussion at a time.